Alright, let's get it started. This week's recipe comes from the Jack Daniel's Official Cookbook, originally printed in 1991 and purchased by me at a used bookstore for a couple bucks. The recipe we're doing today is Len Motlow's Sweet Potatoes. If you don't know anything about the history of Jack Daniel's whiskey, you really should look it up. It's pretty cool. So for this we're going to need sweet potatoes, some lemon juice. The recipe calls for both brown sugar and white sugar. Little known fact, brown sugar is basically just white sugar with molasses added back in. You can get like Demerara or Turbinado or any of those fancy sugars, but your standard brown sugar that you buy in the store is just molasses and white sugar. So we're just going to cut out the middleman. Nutmeg, butter, as always. And by rights we should be using Jack Daniel's, but I don't have any, so we're going to use rum. So let's clear something out right off the bat. Sweet potatoes and yams are not the same thing. Yams are usually either off-white, red, or purple inside. Sweet potatoes are usually orange. First step is we're going to whack the sweet potatoes into a pressure cooker and basically cook them until they're nice and soft. Now that they're all softened up, normally I'd go for the potato ricer at this point, but since we're just looking for just to mash them up and not to make them insanely smooth, and that we want to keep the skins on, we're just going to use just a standard potato masher. Now it's time to mix in the seasonings. Like I said before, you can basically mix up the sugar and the molasses together. I'm going to go a little bit heavier on the molasses because that's my personal preference, but you can mix it up the way you'd like. Probably the most important part of this recipe is after you add something, make sure you taste. Tasting at every step is crucial so you can figure out what kind of flavor development you're getting. It's one of the best things about cooking is that you can actually, it's like building something. You can see something come together from a sweet potato and you add something, it becomes a little bit better. You add something more, it becomes a little bit better. You add the butter and the rum and things just get great. These would make an amazing side dish for your next family dinner or office potluck. Although if you're bringing them into the office, maybe you want to cut back on the Bacardi. Have a great week.